Final segment of A to Z here on Locked On Sports Atlanta, free on YouTube and wherever you get your podcasts. Search Locked On Sports Atlanta. Before we get some news about Georgia and the NFL, time to hand out a shovel of wisdom.
Brace yourselves, because it's time for the shovel of wisdom.
You know how we do it every day. We have to set somebody straight for saying or doing something stupid. Whack them right upside the head with a shovel, metaphorical shovel, if you will. You can do so as well on my Twitter account, at Mark Zinno, MarkZinno. Just use the hashtag shovel of wisdom. And today my shovel goes to a very bad Yankee fan at Yankee Stadium. Now, I hate giving out unnamed shovels, but I don't have a name. All we have is a video on the internet that you may have seen already of a Yankee fan at the game last night who decided to take a hot dog out of the bun and then proceed to take a straw and put a hole right down the middle of his hot dog, creating a hot dog straw, if you will, then decided to take the hot dog, put it in his beer, and drink his beer through the hot dog straw. While this seems disgusting on the surface, I don't know if it's disgusting. It certainly is odd. I've always kind of been of the ideology of, it's all going to end up in the same place. When your kid's like, hey, don't let my corn touch my mashed potatoes because I won't eat them both together at the same time. They're all going to the same spot. So, taking a sip of your beer, biting into your hot dog or vice versa probably generates the same flavor. This is certainly a little bit odd. And while I won't call it disgusting, it's just not something you should do in public. But really what bothers me, and how you could tell this guy was a complete zero from the beginning. The guy was wearing a plaid Yankee hat. Like it was blue and green and like striped plaid. And it was, I can't stand that. Like I get the point of having a hat be fashionable, but dear Lord, this guy was like wearing a members only jacket with glasses. Like he's not like a rapper in a video with like an orange Yankee hat that just makes a statement like, boom, here I am. That's fashion. This guy was a complete zero. And the hat was a complete zero. And it was a zero move by putting your hot dog into a straw and putting it into your beer. Do better than that, pal. Seriously. Why do I have to set America straight? Is that my job? Because it feels like it's only my job. Okay. Georgia. A lot of expectations this year going into the season. As it stands, they will be one of the teams that is favored to win the national title all year long. They did get some preseason honors as juniors Jalen Carter and sophomores Kaylee Ringo and Brock Bowers earned first-team honors on the AP preseason All-America team. Congratulations to them. I don't necessarily know what that means, if it means anything at all, other than we expect them to have really good years, particularly Brock Bowers. By the way, just some noted names on offense. Bryce Young got the first-team nod at quarterback. Bijan Robinson, Travion Henderson get the nod at running back. The wide receivers, Jordan Addison from USC, the transfer from Pitt, Jackson Smith and Jigba from Ohio State, and Keyshawn Boutte from LSU were the wide receivers. Of course, Brock Bowers was the tight end. On defense, Jalen Carter joins Ryan Brees, the junior from Clemson, as the other lineman. Kaylee Ringo is joined by Eli Ricks from Alabama as the other cornerback. And, by the way, of course, Will Anderson, also one of the linebackers there, along with Noah Sewell from Oregon, Jack Campbell from Iowa. So there are your part of your preseason number one or preseason All-America honors. Before we get to the NFL news, just a couple of tidbits that I want to drop on you that may pertain or at least tangentially connect to the Falcons. But first, a word from our friends at Coffee AM, the best small batch coffee roaster in America. Every day I tell you this. Why? Because they are. It's time for you to get out and order some Coffee AM. Coffee's from around the world. Kenya, Sumatra, rainforest, Tanzania, wherever. I mean, it's just unreal where they get these flavors from. And trust me, the minute you get the box, you're going to know that these are some of the best coffees in the world because the smell is just going to hit you right in the face. All of their coffees are super fresh because they roast them and ship them on the same day or very close to it. And all of their coffees are specialty grade current crop roasts. And that is what separates them from everybody else. Organic, fair trade, direct trade, expertly crafted blends, espressos, flavored coffees, teas, gift sets. They've got it all locally roasted right here in your backyard. Here's what you do. Go to coffeeam.com/lockedon today Take a full look at their menu of coffees, teas, and gift sets. That's coffeeam.com/locked on. Make sure you use the promo code locked on at checkout to get 15% off your first order of coffees, teas, and gift sets from coffeeam.com. Coffee AM, the best small batch coffee roaster in America. Okay, some NFL notes I thought were worth bringing to the forefront here. Number one, Baker Mayfield has been named the Week 1 starter by Matt Rhule in Carolina. Now, that's interesting from the standpoint of obviously he was brought there and everything else. But what do you think the chances are that the Falcons are facing Baker Mayfield in Week 8 when these two teams meet? I'd give it a coin flip. I mean, the leash is obviously going to be very short for Baker Mayfield in Carolina. Like, I don't know how much tolerance they're going to have for him to not play well early on. And they have some winnable games early on. They get the Browns, they get the Giants, they have the Saints, Cardinals and Niners and Rams and Buccaneers on the road could be tough, but that's the teams that they see before they face the Falcons. And here's the thing. If they go 0-4, Cardinals, Niners, Rams, Buccaneers, heading into that Falcons game, maybe the time that they make the change. That's why I look at this and go, it might not be Baker Mayfield who the Falcons are going to see in Week 8 when those two teams meet. And then, oh, by the way, again, they meet 2 weeks later in Week 10. So it is very much a tenuous situation at best as to when we'll see Baker Mayfield, if the Falcons will end up seeing Baker Mayfield. They know they're going to see Jacoby Brissett when they face the Browns, but still, again, there's no guarantee that Baker Mayfield is the quarterback in Week 8. I could definitely see that 4-game run, being problematic for Baker. Other NFC South news, Tom Brady rejoined the Buccaneers after an 11-day break. He's obviously okay. He's fine. He's probably took some time for family, blah, 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 whatever. It's going to be interesting because now he's lost 2 offensive linemen for the year. Why do you think I keep telling you guys, get nobody hurt? The Buccaneers have lost their center and one of their guards for the year due to preseason injuries. Not fun. Nothing you can do about it. But guess what? That's why I keep telling you, don't get hurt. It changes the scope of your team. It changes the scope of your team completely. Finally, Dennis Allen, the head coach of the New Orleans Saints, said he's comfortable with quarterback Jameis Winston sitting out all 3 preseason games if necessary. If Winston doesn't play in the Friday night finale against the Chargers, the first game snaps he'll take since his ACL tear last Halloween will come against the Falcons on September 11th. Dennis Allen says he's comfortable with it. Winston returned to drills over the weekend and regular 11-on-11 drills on Monday. So he has not participated in full team drills since August 6th. So nonetheless, you start to get some clarity on the quarterback situation across the NFC South, and you know who the 4 guys are now. And let's see what the Falcons can do against them. Again, Winston is no stranger to being picked off by the Falcons over the course of his career. So we'll see where that goes and if that continues in Week 1, which is, oh, by the way, getting here sooner rather than later. Thank God, because I'm so tired of watching preseason football and betting on baseball. And we got Week 0 games coming up this weekend for the NFL that we'll look at as well before the end of the week. Yes, folks, gambling season. SZN, as they say, gambling season. That'll do it for us here today on this Tuesday. Back tomorrow on a Wednesday. Thanks for making A to Z your first listen on this Tuesday. Make sure you check out ATL Day Ones with Jarvis Davis and Tanisha Ortiz right here on Locked On Sports. Lenny, you guys have a wonderful day. Don't take the crap from anybody. See ya.